What's up guys, Steven here, welcome back to another video. So we're here in the DC tower over the rooftops of Vienna, and today we're having a closer look at the Huawei Mate X. So here it is, the Huawei Mate X. Initially I had a look at this device at the MWC in Barcelona, but within the last weeks I had various opportunities to check out the device together with Huawei and test out some things. To be honest, it's still a prototype, and that means I can't show you everything. But here are my personal pros and cons so far. So we all know the specs of Huawei's latest foldable flagship, and I won't repeat them here, because all I want to talk about are the use cases, features and how it feels. The biggest sell for foldable phones at the MWC has been the ability to see something on the folded smartphone screen and then instantly be able to blow it up to a tablet view. Well, this is working fine due to Huawei's so-called falcon wing mechanical hinge design. Folding the first half is really easy, and then you feel that there is more resistance needed to fully press it back into the lock. This really stretches the display and makes it feel like a regular phone when it's folded. To be honest, it really feels a lot better than for instance the Royole FlexPi, which I also checked out. Now when it's unfolded, you definitely see that the glass is actually plastic because the surface is slightly wavy. Also, depending from which angle you look at the phone, you will notice a crease in the middle. The display itself is amazing. It doesn't feel as bright as other phones, but viewing angles, color reproduction and sharpness is really top notch. However, the hinge makes a really weird sound when you fold it. It sounds a bit like some lock snaps in place, and it feels a bit like you would crush something. Now the phone is lab tested to survive this, but you should not bend it in the other direction. This could end up really bad. The reason why I think that the Huawei design is awesome is that due to the new hinge, it comes with a really thin and compact design, with the folded phone measuring in at only 11mm thickness, while the phone measures only 5.4mm when in tablet mode. And compared to the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, at the first look there isn't a too big difference. Now the real question is, what can you do on such a big screen? Well, you can use it pretty good as a big split screen. When using split screen mode, you can easily get two 18:9 screens either on top of each other or next to each other. So you can watch a movie and chat with your friends about it, read an email and use maps to navigate to your next meeting, or read a book with 2 pages on the screen and way more. So far, EMUI on the device itself is pretty much the same like on the Mate 20 Pro. That's why I don't show you a lot of the features here. But what I really liked was using the keyboard in the unfolded mode, as that feels really amazing when you put it on the table and write something on it. There's plenty of space, just like on a tablet. When you fold the phone, you have to press it a bit harder to lock it back in place. There's also a tiny button, which is the release mechanism for the screen. If you press it, then the screen pops out a bit and then you have to unfold it yourself. I think it's really stable, though I was really scared of doing it rough and fast. Now Huawei hasn't fully released the Mate X camera specifications, but we do know that it has 3 lenses in its front grip. They told me not to zoom, so I didn't, and I think I know the reason. As Huawei teasered, the P30 Pro will come with a massive zoom, and I think they will also include it in the Mate X, because the phone is launching earliest in summer this year, so plenty of time to integrate the P30 hardware and even polish it. The second screen can also be used to create a dual viewfinder, one on either side of the phone. This enables you to see a preview when someone is taking a picture with the Mate X, adding a playful party trick to its pricey powerhouse. It's a really cool feature, but also a bit distracting for the subject, because instead of looking into the camera, you try to look at the picture and maybe act completely different and unnatural. So far EMUI has been optimized for the foldable phone, and it changes the display automatically when you rotate the phone, and even for a prototype, it feels already really polished. Huawei's 55-watt supercharged technology, which has been initially released on the Mate X, not only surpasses the 40-watt charging in the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, but it can also power up the Mate X to 85% from 0% in just 30 minutes. We all know supercharge will on the long run kill the battery. I see it on my old P10 and even on my P20 Pro. The battery is already really bad. So it has good and bad things, but just imagine, having to change the battery on this device will be super expensive. Not only because it's very complicated, but also because there are 2 batteries inside of this phone on each side of the screen. So now back to the design. To the left of the rear screen is a vertical bar. This houses the brains of the operation, from the triple camera system, which Huawei was very quiet about, through to the power button fingerprint scanner combo, and at the base, the USB-C port for charging. So overall, the Huawei Mate X looks like a really good first generation. A bit like the first iPhone. There are a lot of things to improve, but it's showing a good direction. But there really needs to be a solution for the screen covering layer, which is right now some more robust plastic. Now Corning is working on some special version of their Gorilla Glass for foldables, and when this is hitting the market, we will see some amazing devices. The Huawei Mate X isn't going to be the first foldable phone to launch, but it might be the first one I seriously consider. It really feels like you're holding the future in your hand. But just keep in mind that this phone, even though it looks stunning, comes at a very high price tag. And I personally would wait until foldables are more mainstream and also more affordable. But I do have to admit that I really would love to own one. So big thanks for watching this review. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and there will be more content on the Huawei Mate X very soon. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and as always guys, I'm Steven from TechMagnet, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a nice day and bye!